Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Queen of Wands, and today we'll be doing a reading for Cancer from January 15 to February 15, okay? It's going to be for the next 4 weeks. So let's find out what's going to be happening for Cancer, okay? Oh wow, we got the Judgment card. Some big revelations, karma. What else can we say? This is like a sense of rebirth. And this is like a shedding of the old system, death of the ego in the same time. The Judgment is lessons, learning lessons, being in your power. It's the Judgment call. It's like whatever situation you were put on, or maybe you were put in a situation that you had no other choice but to start from scratch. Yes, because these are like dead people, obviously, but they are like reborn. So they are praising this guy, which is like Saint Gabriel is the messenger of God, and the message he's sending and delivering. You got the power. You see, we got the Ace of Wands in his hand. So there is passion and there is a willingness to start from scratch. Yeah, to start from the beginning. There is a painting here, which is very, beautiful painting of nature. I don't know if you see that. So that gives hope that the future is prosperous, right? There's hope and abundance is saying here. We got this all these poles in the side, they're the opposites, the yin and yang. So there's the merging of these two opposite elements that will bring you balance. Yes, that's what it's saying. There is a call here. It can be an actual call, it can be an actual message, but something that revolves about the truth regarding this person. You will be delivered certain truth that will give you that aha moment. Okay, that's what the Judgment is like. Aha, whoa, oh, now I got it. Now I know what I got to do, right? Because that's what happens with divine guidance. This is like, what is it called? Divine intervention. Yes, divine intervention, which will shake your foundation, but will bring you out as a new person. It can be an actual person. There it is. It can be, there's this Emperor, which is an Aries element. So it's a very fiery element. And it can be that this person has a lot of power. Now, is it like a blockage a bit? There is restrictions maybe because he's a leader. He's a charismatic leader. And as much as he believes in freedom of speech and behavior, and he still needs to rule the world, other people's worlds, and somehow maybe that's the reason that there's like a blockage, that there's no that sense of spontaneous behavior, because everything is kind of calculated. And this is sort of a backfiring to somebody, because with the karma and the Judgment, you reap what you sow, kind of. And the Emperor is blocking that to things to progress in a way, because he's afraid of something's going to backfire him. That's another way of saying this. But yeah, we got the Judgment, truth, and the Emperor. Maybe this guy is bringing out the truth, some truth about themselves or truth about you. We'll find out. But the Emperor himself is very fiery and very, he's a great leader, and his actions, it can be, might not be very noble. So with the Judgment card is like a karma element to it. So there might be some hidden factors of his way of interacting and behaving. So it looks like a blockage, but the blockages and the restrictions, they bring dissolving the problem. So they bring that sense of freedom after. Because when you go so low, you can only go down so much. In the end of the day, then the only solution is to come back up, right? So yeah. Sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. So Cancer, there's going to be some truth related to this Emperor. All right. We got the Fool in the future. It can be a child, or it can be somebody has been acting foolish, or maybe that sense of freedom. I was talking about freedom a lot here. Maybe somebody's coming out of the cave. Yes, in the future position. The Fool, it's about Uranus in Aquarius, so it's about, and also rules the telecommunication, so freedom of speech, freedom of expression, your thinking, right? Of putting yourself out there, taking a leap of faith. Let me show you this. And maybe that's what is going on with the Emperor. The restrictions that are imposed to you will force you to take a leap of faith and direct you towards whatever you want to do in life without being directed or being told what to do or what to say. And sometimes the restrictions are imposed, so you are more lighthearted, free-spirited, and have fun and just be yourself. The Fool is a very young energy, but passionate and genuine, because they don't know what the future is going to be, but they're excited of exploring new endeavors, whatever happen in their life. So maybe the message is like you got to be more open to opportunities. Yeah. Okay, open to opportunities. So what happened? This can be also younger energy in the future. Maybe karma. There's also a sense of karma with the Emperor. The blockages that maybe are happening with you are related to somebody else younger in the future. It can be children involved. Fool is a child, a newborn child. Children involved. That there's like the eagle here. Look, we got eagle. Do you see that? Eagle. And like a phoenix, whatever, in here. So there is the sense of liberation and freedom. Somebody's striving for that so much. Is above their shoulder. Okay. It can be also somebody is from a faraway land that is represented by an eagle. Maybe the flag has an eagle, something like that. Because Aquarius is also world traveling, distance connections and stuff like that. We got the moon in reverse in the past. You see, now it makes sense. The moon usually is very artistic, very open, very secretive. But by being upright, the moon has a tendency to be very passive. So it's very creative, very artistic, very mystic and mysterious. But it's very passive. So it doesn't allow for those things to be, there's a lot of Neptune elements. So there you're up in the head, gathering information, but not actually activating them. So when it's in reverse, that means another Cancer element here. That means that now it goes into action. Okay, and no matter the moon, if it's reversed and upright, because the shadow, you see, and the sun reflects back to the shadow. It's like yin and yang again, you know. Oh my God, when I see the moon and these three dogs, I can't stop thinking about that song and the video of Madonna, Frozen. I mean, if you look at that video, It's just like, it's like she's done her research and she studied the moon card. I'm telling you, probably she's into tarot. I'm telling you, when you look at that video, is she's surrounded by dogs and she's like the moon, and it's very mystic. It's very, she studied the moon card. I'm telling you, these are like gatekeepers. Um, she she has three multifacets of herself. That means that she can, because with the Neptune energy, you can, you're a mutable sign, which means you can adjust easily to the 5D level, to the groundedness, your 3D level. You can very show compassion on a humanitarian level, but you can also be very delusional and very artistic, which you need those qualities in order to put them to perform. All right. So with the moon, um, as long as you, because she has the capability to detach when she's in reverse, so she's not stuck on that delusional state. And in order to gather that information, you can take the most out of it and create something beautiful and artistic, right? So if it's in a relationship, it's saying that don't get stuck in that delusional in the head, but use that material to create something beautiful and helpful and useful that brings satisfaction to the humanity. All right, whatever you bring on the table, and that brings the beauty out of you. Yes, the moon, that's what it is. Because I think this emperor sees you are a very beautiful and mystic person with a lot of potential, and the potential is right here with the Fool, but you are like stuck there in the darkness, like the moon. So there is this imposed boundaries and restrictions, which will give you the aha moment, and you're like, oh my God, now I know the reason it doesn't want to deal with me is because I'm not liberating myself. And again, I get the Hierophant here. You see, lessons learned, truth has been spoken, and trust. Okay, he's like, yeah, man. He's like, a metal. Heavy metal kind of guy. Look at that. He is incorporating the the conscience with the unconscious. Like this guy is he blends two worlds, so to ground themselves and to bring stability within himself. So he comes with a deep knowledge. This Hierophant is very knowledgeable, and he speaks the truth, raw truth. He has the script here, and he knows how these things are done. So you got to trust the process. He's saying Hierophant is the number 5, but also rules the 3rd house of Taurus. So Taurus is a very grounded person, but it's also very committed. But there's a sense of laziness with the Taurus. They're slow. So it requires, maybe you in the relationship, you are not putting 100% because you're slow in investing time and effort. And the effort that you put in relation is not just by committing to somebody, but committing to yourself by really like taking care of yourself in many aspects of your life, right? By bringing this, yeah, you see, like laziness. Yeah, you got to come out of the cave and do things, exploit your potential, and that's what gonna bring the sexiness in you. Yeah, that's gonna bring the new you, the sexiness, the passionate, the leader, the charismatic leader. Okay, that you have self-sabotaged yourself. This is in this base of the matter. So this is what been crowning the base of the matter. Sorry, this is the crowning, which is a beautiful card to have, the Hierophant. But the 9 of Swords is about fear of something. This has been the root of the problem practically. The 9 of Swords is like, what's the outcome? How is going to be this connection, this relation, this whatever it is, you're looking at the future of what's going to be. So because now there's a restriction, you have no choice but to come out of this state of mental exhaustion and self-sabotaging and fears, because these are fears that all in your head. They're disillusionments caused by the moon, especially Cancer. Tell me about it. I mean, we got the moon, and we know people like who are Cancers, they know themselves, but people who are mastered this, they know how to get themselves out of it. So for me, my mom had the moon. She was a Pisces, and she was a teacher of literature. She used to write poetry. She was a teacher, so she was delusional when she really wanted to be. But she was too much of that watery Pisces element, right? But the Cancer is not all that. She has a lot of sun around it, so I carry the sun too. Like my sun is in Leo, so and I use that when I'm very masculine, and I can get a bit aggressive or masculine or sexy or self-confidence. That's my sun in Leo, that out of the blue. It's like when you're like a moon, but then you're like, don't trigger me, don't tease me. And maybe the Emperor is saying, I'm teasing you because I know you're not only this. I know there's the sun in you, and I'm trying to get that out of you, which is about the self-esteem and confidence, right? And she's like, no, I'd rather stay here in my cave, I don't want to come out. He said, come out, there's a bright sun out there, and there's the sun, and you can do this on your own, because he's alone, he's brand new, alone, like a child, and yeah. So the idea is, you gotta find that strength and confidence on your own first, and happiness on your own. Otherwise, it's going to be impossible to be happy around people, because there's always this sense of doubt, okay? And whether there is cheating or somebody's doing wrong, there's the Judgment card right there. So they're going to get their judgment at the right time, okay? They're going to get it. So don't worry about that. And divine timing. The Hierophant is like, everybody's going to learn lessons here, lessons there. There's lessons everywhere. But in divine timing, everybody has a purpose, and they're going to learn their own lessons. They're going to get their own wake-up call, okay? So how do you see yourself, Cancer, right now? Let me see. Oh my God, can't pick a card. Can we get a card here? Okay, how do you see yourself? I got picked up 2. Oh wow, we got the 4 of Wands. Look how beautiful. And 6 of Swords. This is like, again, telecommunication, but it can be traveling, moving away, but moving, letting go and moving away and exploring. This is a community. Maybe you're going, surrounding yourself with people that, they share the same ideals. And yeah, this is what he's saying. Do not be afraid to put yourself out there and be seen and be loved by the community. Okay? Yeah, that's what the Fool it is. He's taken all his swords. He's accepted his defeat. Remember, the 6 of Swords is right after the 7 of Swords, which is a nasty card of deception and pain and mind games. And maybe, oh my God, now I got it. Maybe you're just walking away from a certain community which it does no longer meets with your values and morals. And it doesn't match with your truth and sense of integrity. There was too much deception from the 5 of Swords. There's too much sneaky behavior. There's too much mind games, mind control, cheating. 5 of Swords is nasty. People are unreal and truth. And you just got tired and exhausted of it. So you're seeing yourself walking away from that environment. Now, maybe walking there from there, you're going somewhere who really matches with your true values and your true passions. All these fires element, we see here the Knight of Swords, the King of Wands. He's very charismatic. We got the King of Cups. This guy has his mandolin or guitar, whatever, he's a musician. All these people are watching you, and the Strength card from the Sun, which is in Leo, energy of confidence and go-getter, right? Like the ship, the boat here is like the Eight of Wands, saying that you got this, I got you in the right place, now make the most of it. Okay, with the right tool, with the right people, we got your back. And he's very proud for taking this action. So if you're moving away from a situation, he's saying that's the best decision, because it's going to bring out the best out of you as an individual, and you will be recognized for these efforts. So okay, that one wants to come out. Oh, so beautiful. This is celebration. This is how people see you gathering. Again, like the same with the Four of Wands. They see you like a person that you're celebrating with friends and family. And maybe you're celebrating love in your own way, but you know, and people are cheering you up. You see, you're like up there on the pedestal, and they're like, good for you. Maybe you got friends that are supporting you in whatever you're trying to do. This is like the High Priestess, which is the daughter of the moon, right? So okay, there's another thing that I need to say with this, because I just felt this now, and I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry. Oh man, I'm not. I don't want to do this. No, I'm not gonna say it. Just give me 1 sec. Okay, guys, I'm better now. I just don't want to shed any tears today, even though they're like tears of joy. But it's too personal. I felt like I was gonna say something about myself, but anyway. But yeah, it's a very happy card of celebrating with people who are supportive of you, and if it's a love connection, whatever trials and tribulations you've been going through, this is for a greater good, and brings out the best of you. Let's put it this way, okay? Yeah, this is how people, they see you. So a person who is very had never lost sense of hope, and of being joyful, and looking for the positive side and in themselves and others, and the chance of the opportunity to improve yourself and them. So I think there's this Emperor here that they see this changes about you, because with a full there's changes like major, with a Judgment there's drastic changes happening that are really pushing you out of that cave state. Yeah. Wow, the Sun in reverse. Oh, wow, it's so crazy. I was doing another reading just for myself, and I was shuffling other cards, and the Sun in reverse, I got that in the same position. And guess what this position is? The 9th position. And the Sun is ruled by number 19, which is like about almost completion. This is the place of fears and hopes, but it's in a reverse position. So there's that fear that the happiness is not gonna last long. Is that fear that Sun is very ambitious card. Is the most powerful planet that you can ever have. You have it all. It can be a musician, it can be an actor, a singer, anything. Doesn't matter. Performer, public speaker, anybody. The Sun is a very ambitious card, career-wise. Putting yourself out there. Leo have that element of va-va-voom and just, beautiful and bright. But in the fear position in reverse, it's like fear of something, fear of failure, fear of being ambitious card. It can be fear of success too. So what are you scared of? you're scared of success in relationships, success in just being happy. You are stuck in that moon element that has to do maybe with a female energy, with a mother figure. And I see you here as a daughter, the high priestess, that caused you in the past some severe pains that practically damaged you in ways. It gives you the gift of psychic abilities and sensitivity and this emotional depth and artistic expression and creativity to a level that you can create out of thin air. You see something and you're just now you connect it to something else. But it also has that deep level of pain, unexplained, unnecessary pain that blocks you from this full element and just exploring and exploiting the potential, which is comes right to the next to the sun in reverse, exploiting the potential. So this card is saying if you got to do something big, something great for yourself, and like the emperor here, like he's the most powerful guy, if he was the top of the mountain, he can do anything. Oh wow, that's the outcome, the Ace of Cups. This is like a very yes card. This is like yes, and this is very Cancer card. Look at that big heart, big cup. This is you. Oh my God, guys, look at you. You are the truth. You are love. You are loved. You are pure. You are vulnerable. You are, you got this one big heart and this huge cup of love that you carry with you. And the thing is, when you give your heart and your love to someone, you just give it 100%. That's why you're like destroyed when things are taken away from you to that degree, because you give yourself like a full 100% and it crushes you. But the moral of the story here is that things will happen in life, that people will take away things from you and will crush you. With a Judgment card in the Hierophant is you gain the wisdom and the knowledge and the maturity to start over again. And don't be afraid of failure if it's a career-wise, because I see that failure of success here. And these cards are like, whoa. But if it's a relationship in love, don't be afraid to love again. It's saying the Ace of Cups is beginning of new love, and maybe a beginning of self-love, because the self-love starts with you first. Ace of Cups is the beginning. And the beginning of this new chapter of love is you got to show joy and happiness within yourself first. Because with that moon element there and this the sense of fear here is sabotaging you on many aspects, not just in love, but in a relationship with people, with community. It deprives you from the desire to be out there and be ambitious. Yes. And so that's why it is in return. But by you breaking free from that cycle, which is in the reverse and it's in the past, and the Judgment is saying that now you have no choice but to look forward and think positive, because you've seen the worst and you probably did some healing here, because there's a lot of gratification and reward here. People are very proud of your achievements, and maybe they're close friends and family that see your hard work to improve. And yeah, oh my God, look at that card. That's just so crazy. Oh my God, look at the bottom of the deck, the Ten of Pentacles. This is like happy home, happy family. This is like the old man here with the grandchildren, and it's like a legacy. Yes, this is the Capricorn, which is about career. I don't know, anything having a purpose in life, something that you build legacy, you build something for yourself and you leave it behind, whether is that material aspect, maybe a business or something, whether that is family relationship, the roots, right? If you give love and devotion and nurturing to the family, to the community, it will grow in that way with a sense of consistency and maturity. And there's going to be always that full of pentacle, 10 of pentacles, like ripe. All these grapes are ripe all over him, and he's so happy with what he has. This guy, he's very old. That so shows his maturity and hard work, right? But he is very satisfied. So maybe that's what you're saying, that you got to really embrace life to the fullest, and then the outcome will be extremely positive. I feel like on a career level, there's something beautiful that is going to come to fruition and is going to come true. I mean, the Ace of Cups with the 10 of Pentacles, this is like happy life, happy home, happy friendship, happy family. Yeah, I see the Knight of Pentacles here. There's somebody who is consistent and devoted to you to make this happen. Oh, yeah. This is so nice. Yeah, this is what he's saying. So let me know how it goes, because and the Capricorn rules the 10th house of fame and fortune and career, public speaking. There's all that kind of stuff, security. So I don't know, but depends. Everybody's case is different. But values. I mean, 10 of Pentacles with the Hierophant. There's a lot of sense of self-worthiness and values and morals. Yeah. That's something that is emphasized in you. So sense of self-worth. You need to break free from self-criticizing yourself and judging and restricting yourself, because that, while you don't do that, then this sun element is just going to be so explosive, and you're just going to be so radiant and powerful and beautiful and strong, and everything, and everyone is going to get attracted to you because of that. Okay, let's just get some final cards here again. So how does this guy sees you in the future, if there's a guy? And I'm leaving these questions in the end. What he's hoping on the outcome for you, like I had it like a general reading, so I'm like, okay, let's take this card here. Oh my God, stand your ground, the 7 of Wands. That's how he wants you to be. It's like, be firm and confident and stand your ground. It comes right after the 6 of Wands. The 6 of Wands is victory. But once you get that victory, you got to maintain it. It's like with the sun, right? That it's not just for a day or a moment. Stand your ground. I'm still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, on your own. Oh my gosh. Yes. So that's what he's that you get. Okay. I think this is it, guys. And okay, I'll take another card. Oh, there felt too many of them. Oh gosh, it's 33 minutes already. Oh, that one wants to come out. And the Knight of Air, this guy is so smart. This guy keeps popping up in my readings all the time. The Knight of Air. He's very, very strategic. He's very intelligent, decisive, idealistic, tireless. Look, with the Knight of Pentacles, again, I had this the other day, this reading like this, the same. There is like calculated planning here. Strategic, persistent, consistent, slow but steady. And it will give you progress. Events that occur with great speed. Take time to carefully review your options. Creative solutions. Yes, creative solutions. And the solutions are this. You know, thinking outside the box and stand your ground. You can say, yeah, I'm still standing. Okay, that's it, guys. I hope you liked it. Thumbs up. Please subscribe. And you can leave a comment, whatever that is. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. Bye.